Oh, there it goes. Hey. Great technology tonight.
Love that super intro. We gotta clip that.
We can upload it and make it the
Green machine.
like video that plays when you go to the show. So what up, what up? All right, as I was starting to say before it just suddenly started playing like it was supposed to from the get-go, tomorrow, it's a big game on tomorrow, right? Some kind of
That's
bowl
right.
game? Some bowl game of some sort?
The Bowl of Supers?
That Super Bowl, yeah, the one with all the funny commercials, right?
That's right.
No, I'm joking, obviously.
We used to
I'm a
call it the
huge
Denver
football
choke.
fan, so Denver choke.
Oh! Ba-da-bum-bum.
Oh, he's taking that one all
Where's
away.
that? There it is. Late, but there. All right.
Oh, Marge, you wouldn't
So more
understand. It's
specifically,
Denver.
I think we should all start out with our predictions.
Oh. Okay.
Let's go.
And I'm going to start it out. Vrabel makes history. First player coach history in history to win the Super Bowl. And I think it's going to be by 3. It's going to be a last-second field goal. And it's going to come down to time management, something that my Packers don't seem to freaking understand.
See, there's a key difference, though, between the teams. What up, Doc?
What's up,
I'm
Doc?
going to say the specific key difference is 3 letters. JSN. New England doesn't have a receiver like that. And their defense in Seattle's going to win. Sorry. Seattle's going to win.
Okay, I'll go with
But
okay, I'm going to make my prediction. I'm hoping for Seattle, but I think New England's going to win. Simply because I'm scared Darnold is going to turn into Arnold like he always does in big games.
I don't see it. I don't think so.
New England, their X factor is their punter. Like, I love Vrabel. He's one of my favorite personalities in football. But their punter is dropping punts anywhere in the field that Vrabel asks him to. He's that good. He's Ray Guy. He's another Ray Guy.
Let's be honest. They've won a lot of games this year in spite of Darnold turning the ball over.
Their defense.
That is a fair statement, and that's why I say I think it comes down to a last-second field goal. It's not going to be a high-scoring game.
They shut down. Their defense shut down one of the highest powered offenses in the NFL.
Yeah.
They shut down Matt Stafford and Puka Nacua and all of them. Devontae Adams stopped them and got past to win. They're in the Super Bowl because they stopped that offense. Their defense can stop.
5 mistakes is the difference between winning and losing a game, and Seattle's lost how many games this year? 3?
I think so, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
New England's very efficient with their possessions, though.
They've only lost 3 as well, so.
Exactly. That's why I see it coming down to a last-second field goal and time management. Drake May looks like the real deal. Sam Darnold could see ghosts at any time.
Yeah.
That defense is legit. You are correct. That is always going to be the factor in Seattle. Like, that defense is nasty. But so is the defense in Minnesota, and look where they are right now. I love
when you said New England,
Just playing.
saying.
You said
I'm
New
not a
England by
Vikings hater.
3.
Yeah.
What I like about this Seattle defense is hopefully if it's close, they don't do what everyone else does when New England wins a Super Bowl, and that's go to a soft defense. New England always just like Brady would pick apart a soft defense and just get within Vinatieri's
That's what she
range.
said.
Blammo! How do we top that? We got to stop the show now. It's like, who's going to top that one?
Well, so what's your prediction, Wanker?
I'm. Oh yeah.
Oh, what
With
was
the
your
canker.
final? Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win?
I say
Pippin?
Patriots by a touchdown.
Okay.
That's bold, Cotton.
Yeah.
Well, Pats for both of y'all. I'm Seahawks. Am I gonna be the lone man?
Yeah. 4 words. Drake, May. Drake, May. Some shit like that. Math's not my strong suit.
Doesn't matter. All right.
The only strong suit you need is Sue.
I guess next week, you guys will all be saying once again, you were right.
Ah,
Just
yeah.
listen to you.
Peppy's got the cool crew up there in the dog park. I got to shout out the dog park. I love your crew up there, Peppy.
I heard there's a lot of bitches there.
Yeah. A lot of tail.
That's a tail, yeah.
I need to get this.
It's the only place that
I
let me
need
sniff
to
asses.
stay over there. Yeah, I need to stay on the media and have that ready.
You want me to work the dialogue here?
That's something else you can work too.
Fuck.
Whoa.
Play. Yeah, there it is. Or wait,
That's my wife's job, Johnny.
That was more of a kind of moment, right?
Hey, that's how Peppy sounds after his Blue Chew.
Still waiting, Blue Chew. You haven't called me.
Anyway,
Boing.
so we've made our picks, but we're not here to talk about football specifically. This is a music show. We're here to talk about halftime performances.
And the greatest halftime performance of all time goes to Prince in Miami playing Purple Rain during a thunderstorm. And Prince was stated as saying, I wish it would have rained harder. He wanted to throw down. Prince, long live the legend. That's why I'm holding Shredder. It is a purple guitar. I know you can't particularly tell in my light. Watch our videos. You'll see it.
Yeah.
Honestly, hands down, it's Prince in Miami, and then it's everybody else for me as the greatest halftime show. Because it was
Doc disagrees.
seeing an artist in his element, feeling the moment. And for me, it was about the moment. It gave me goosebumps. It still gives me goosebumps to this day every time I talk about it because, wow.
I thought you were just happy to see me.
That was
Well,
in
that was the other
2007.
When
Yeah.
Prince played
So-
too, he's not like a lot of Super Bowl fans wouldn't say I love Prince, but he was bigger than the whole show, and everyone went, "Oh, we got a fucking legend here," and he blew everyone away, even the people that aren't Prince fans.
I'm pretty sure there were people who watched the game just because he was the halftime show.
Yeah.
Right. And think about,
So
But at the game,
I mean, research guy. Go to YouTube and pull up the halftime show and just see how many people
Trust
have
me,
looked
I
at
watched.
the clip.
yeah.
I watched every
How
Super
many-
Bowl from 1980 on now. And yeah, Prince is the best one. And then probably the second is Eminem and Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg.
the one from
Couple years ago.
2022 with Mary J.
Yeah.
Blige and Kendrick.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was phenomenal.
That one
I
that
mean,
was L.A., right?
yeah, that was LA.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was West Coast. And to be honest with
Inglewood.
you, they nailed it. In
Yeah, no,
LA,
that was a
there's
good
no way.
performance. It
Yeah, there
had to
was no
be.
way you couldn't do you can't hit LA and not bring in 90s
Yeah.
West Coast. Like that's just I think it's a cardinal sin in a sense. So like they nailed it. I mean,
So,
other than 50 Cent hanging upside down, like that was the only weird
so,
part of it.
I loved Eminem taking a knee too, just to piss the league off during his
so
performance. When
hey,
no, you weren't allowed to take a knee anymore, he fucking took it.
I'm indifferent to
th-
Yeah,
it. It doesn't matter to me. It's not for me to decide
yeah,
what people believe. Just saying, that's
yeah.
just my opinion.
well, there's a specific one that we need to mention real quick. So, do y'all remember the infamous halftime show that resulted in a
Tittygate,
drastic change of
Yeah,
the
hosts for
wardrobe
quite a while?
malfunction.
The wardrobe malfunction with Janet Jackson.
yeah. Doc seems to
Now,
like that one.
is it? It's 2004. That's the year I graduated. Now,
Jesus
the
Christ.
funniest part of all of that is it just so happens to also be the year that who else was in that Super Bowl halftime performance with her? Do you guys
Justin
remember?
Timberlake.
JT.
And
E Diddy.
yes, E
Oh,
Diddy was featured in that one. So you
You
had
know, to
old
be honest with
Puffy.
you,
What are the
that
odds that the controversial wardrobe malfunction happens in the same one that he's part of?
mm,
that moment was so iconic that it washed out the rest of that Super Bowl for me, that show, and I totally forgot that Diddy Diddle was in that show.
So was
Cause
Nelly. So was Nelly and Kid Rock.
oh, to be honest with you,
Janet
yeah,
Jackson, Kid Rock, P Diddy, Nelly, and JT.
wow,
wow.
Yeah.
yeah, that is. I actually, because of that incident, had no clue who else was in that Super Bowl, and to be honest with you, it's not something that I cared enough to go return visit to.
Yeah,
Well, here's what's funny to me is the next, like that was 2004. So the remaining of up to 2010, like
Yeah.
the list after that is just
Yeah.
it's like they weren't taking any chances. 2005, Paul
Paul
McCartney.
McCartney. Yeah.
Then the next year, the Rolling Stones.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then the next year, that's the Prince one. And then how do you follow Prince? Tom Petty,
That's
yeah,
Bruce
Springsteen
Springsteen,
too. That one,
The
right?
Who. Like,
yeah.
they're like, okay, we're gonna do a bunch of older guys now. We're
Yeah,
gonna
let's play.
stop
Sorry
some
to
more
say,
chicks.
unpopular opinion. I'm not a Springsteen fan.
I liked his show.
He's, I could take him or leave him.
I give
I
him an
could take him
honorable
or leave him.
mention for the Super
It's
Bowl show.
just not particularly. I'm just not particularly a fan of his voice per se. Uh, a few of his hit songs are okay with me, but just in general, like Bruce is not one of those guys where I'm just like, oh yeah, the boss. No, just not.
That's yeah. I'm that way too. Like I could take him or leave him. Same with Mellencamp. Like I like him. I like the music, but they're
Yeah,
not like, oh my god, I gotta hear
I'm
him.
sure if I saw
Glory
him
Days
live,
gives
yeah.
me a boner.
I'm sure if I saw him live, I'd be,
Oh, I thought
it'd
Little
be an
Pink Houses did.
experience. It'd be an experience you'd never forget. But I'm not going to pay a fortune to go see him.
Or is that Sue's Pink
So
House that gives you a boner?
so here's the thing. Recently
So
they've
because
it's funny because after that string of classic rock bands and Prince, they started easing females back in with Fergie and the Black Eyed Peas in 2011.
was it that
They
long
still
ago?
had
Yeah,
Usher and Slash. Like they had to ease them in with Slash. Like, all right,
Yeah,
we're going to transition from the rock
they had Madonna too
mm-hmm.
to
with LMFAO.
that was the next year.
Yeah,
Madonna was on
Yeah,
her own,
yeah,
and then Beyonce.
yeah.
yeah.
Which I had no issues with any of those shows.
No, it's just funny that after the Janet Jackson thing, like it took them almost a decade to start easing females back into the halftime performances.
And
Right.
the weird thing is, like, everyone got upset about seeing a covered up a nipple with a clamp thing on it. Then you watch who is it? Shakira and Jennifer Lopez. That was basically a bikini
Yeah, but
waxing ad because they just had their legs open on poles and were pole dancing. It's like you
that's
could see everything. That was worse.
Think about it though,
okay.
Peppy. Think for a
Listen,
moment. Think about the gap in years,
So I saw the
and
I was
think
gap
gonna
about
there.
say.
how far. Think about how far the cultural needle had moved by that point.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say
valid.
here's
Yeah,
the difference. Here's the key difference. Okay, that Janet Jackson happened in 2004,
yeah,
Right,
before social media.
right.
Social media was 2007, or well, smartphones 2007. That's when social media kind of kicked, and that's when the world changed right there.
yeah,
So to have any of that stuff, like that's why they brought the women back. They're like, all
yeah.
right,
Yeah.
then they take
Fun
the break.
fact: couple days
Bruno.
after Tittygate, Janet actually dropped a single.
Hmm.
Controversy to boost record sales.
Yeah. It was definitely planned.
Bingo. I mean, obviously it
Yeah,
was. So this
So
whole idea that it was just a mishap, let's be honest, it wasn't. I respect that they pulled the move because it got everybody talking. Janet's got one hell of a voice, so
yeah.
awesome for her. And she probably made millions of dollars off of that. So good for Janet.
yeah,
See, what I find kind of comical is how they like to they repeat. It's like you notice sometimes somebody is featured and then somebody's the head performer, but they're like only a
Yeah,
couple, like, okay, Bruno Mars with the Chili Peppers in 2014, and then
yeah,
Bruno Mars is right back in 2016 featuring
yeah,
with Coldplay and
Coldplay.
Beyonce.
yeah,
yeah. That was the to me that
Too close.
honestly,
Too close.
yeah.
and on top of it, that was the Super Bowl performance that was the worst in my opinion.
The second one or the first one?
When Bruno
Coldplay
headlined,
Beyonce.
I thought
yeah,
Oh,
that's
that's
my
Coldplay
no,
favorite
because
one.
Beyonce.
That's my
when he
favorite one.
headlined was with the Chili Peppers.
When
He
he
headlined and the Chili Peppers were with him. He just featured with Coldplay and
yeah,
Beyonce. Coldplay was the headliner.
uh, Bruno
Oh
Mars
yeah, when
headlining is
Coldplay was the
my number
headliner,
one.
that's the
Yeah,
one I'm talking about. I got
yeah,
confused.
yeah.
Yeah, when Coldplay was the
And then
headliner, oh
and then the next year they do Lady
Maroon
Gaga.
Five, Maroon Five. That was
Pass.
awful.
Well, Justin Timberlake, so he was in the one with Janet Jackson and P. Diddy. He's the one that ripped the nipple
Yeah,
cover off. Then he gets his own in 2018.
yeah, that was hilarious. The memes that went around about that, oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Especially because,
And then
well,
go
that
ahead.
kid, it like looking at his phone, not realizing that Justin's like right next to him, and the memes coming out like people are like, oh, googling to figure out mom's uh, idol, which boy band he was in, and things like that. I remember
Well,
that
see,
Super
then
Bowl vividly because that happened in my home state. So
here they go again. Like, well, then yes, like you mentioned, Maroon 5 with Travis Scott and Big Boy, but in 2020 they have the whole Spanish theme: Shakira, Jennifer Lopez, Bad Bunny,
yeah,
and Jay Blevin, and Emmy Muniz. I don't know these new
mm-hmm.
people, but then here it is, 2026, and they have
Bad
Bad
Bunny's
Bunny.
back
He's the headliner this time, and it's like,
because
okay,
Bad Bunny is, I
bigger
guess,
than
at
he
this
was
point,
then. So now
I
right.
still
he's
don't know who he is.
yeah.
Internationally speaking, he's one of the biggest superstars in the world right now. So right
But
now, of course, the NFL, for a marketing standpoint, that's going to draw eyes.
Yeah,
So the NFL looks at this as a business move. This isn't anything more than a business move.
Yeah.
The NFL's
Well,
not
see,
stupid. This is entertainment. This is
it's
the
the
game
same thing
itself is
with.
entertainment. Everything's entertainment. Bad Bunny's
Well,
a draw.
it's the same thing from like 2022. They had the one
Right.
you're talking about, the bet, like with Eminem, Dr. Dre,
Yeah.
Snoop, all of them. That was great. Kendrick Lamar, he was featured because it was all the OGs, and then Kendrick because
Right.
he's part of that group. But then Kendrick headlines himself last year.
Yeah.
And he
And he
dissed
nailed it.
Drake. Nailed Drake when he did the
Now,
pedophilia
I
jokes.
think as far as performance, like theatrical special effects, ads, like all the little additional things, like the lead in to this, the whole thing. I think 2021, the weekend, I think that was a really good one.
That was
Yeah,
very
that was a
groundbreaking.
good one.
Way different than
All
anything
the
else. Yeah.
lights going
Yeah.
in from outside the stadium into the performance, leading up to the big moment where boom, the music
Right.
dropped. I really liked watching that one. I thought that was a
Like-
very well done performance. And I
It
like The
was.
Weeknd. I like his voice.
I do too. I've been a big fan of The Weeknd since he first came out. Like, he's got
Catchy,
some
too.
really interesting lines in his work. Like, that girl's been drinking all day. She's got to change bladders. I mean, come on, that's fire. Like, don't get me wrong. So,
Well, and then in the performance, like that song, like it was almost like it was the soundtrack of the Super Bowl. It wasn't just a song
Yeah.
that was popular. It was like the soundtrack of the Super Bowl because
yeah.
all the ads leading up to it, like
Mm-hmm.
he was dropping a single, that's how it felt.
Pepe, can you read that comment? I'm sorry, it's too small on my screen.
Which one?
That's what you
Oh
said.
yeah, let me. Woo,
It said
lots
from
of
Doc.
comments.
She said, "I wouldn't know a Bad Bunny if it was on my lap." And I wrote, "A man can dream."
No worries,
My daughter-
no worries, brother. I just
My
happen
daughter
to
has
know
a
who.
Bad Bunny. It scratches at the door and hops around, knocks over its food the second you give it to it. It's annoying as fuck.
My sister had a Bad Bunny, and I have a scar from it for life.
Ooh.
We used to have a bunny as a pet. We named it McCrack because I thought it'd be funny if women came over and go, "Oh, McCrack is so cute. Oh, McCrack is so hairy. Oh, McCrack is so soft." It was very juvenile, but it was always funny.
Yeah.
So my favorite Super Bowl, against the consensus here, is the Bruno Mars first one. I thought that was,
With the Chili Peppers?
yeah, they were not my favorite part, but when he was doing his stuff and you did the drum solo to start with.
That
which
was
I
a
never
big
knew.
one.
And then, they did the silhouette and he had that, oh, yeah, yeah, ooh, oh, yeah, yeah. So, and, yeah, they did this band silhouette. It was like Motown. It was really good. He was like James Brown reincarnated. And,
So
yeah, I like that one.
I noticed something when I was researching, just to fill the gap real quick and mention Usher was 2024 with special guests Alicia Keys, Jermaine Dupri, her, Will I Am, Lil Jon, Ludacris. Doing a whole throwback 20 years ago, like
Alicia
because I
Keys
remember
gave
in
me goosebumps.
2004
Yeah.
when I graduated and had prom and all that stuff. The Usher song, with Lil Jon and all them. Ludacris,
Oh, yeah,
that
I
was,
remember
like,
when that
super
was
popular
big.
then. And that was 2004.
I think that was in, that was in the Hangover
and then they
movie.
they just played all of it obviously in 2024.
Right.
And then 2023 was Rihanna, where everybody figured. You remember everybody was like, "Oh my God, is she pregnant?"
Yeah,
And
it was
like
out
the
in a park.
internet
Yeah.
blew up.
Yeah.
And then they find out she was. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I love
So-
me some Riri.
Just a quick mention, in 2002, it was U2. 2003, it was Shania Twain, No Doubt, and Sting.
Mm.
And why
I
did I
was
just
not
power
a
through
fan of
those
that
two?
Super Bowl.
Neither.
Yeah.
So
It just wasn't
that was
on
all
my
leading
worst.
up to the Diddy Jackson
So what's your
nipple
favorite,
Yeah.
Maestro?
JT.
JT?
Um,
Oh.
no, I really, like I was saying, I really enjoyed the weekend one. I thought it was
Hmm.
really well done and very theatrical. I really liked it. I honestly thought that the one in 2001 was pretty cool with Aerosmith, NSYNC, Britney
He
Spears,
Diddy.
Nelly. No,
Yeah, that was an interesting mix, and
Diddy
it
was not
worked.
there. It did. Aerosmith had just had a couple songs like
But
coming
Aerosmith,
out, new
Yeah.
album, I
worked with
think,
Run
right around
DMC.
then.
You know,
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
Run DMC brought them back to life.
but like NSYNC, Britney Spears, it was all very popular then, but it wasn't even that. But they
And
called it.
Anthrax tried it with Public Enemy. They did a song called
Yeah,
Bring the Noise.
yeah. Attack of the Killer Bees.
What's significant about that year is that was the last year that they had a theme. All the Super Bowls going back have a theme, and that one
Yeah.
was the Kings of Rock and Pop, featuring Aerosmith, NSYNC, Britney Spears, Mary J. Blige, and Nelly. All the
What was
years
the year they
prior to
brought
that,
Michael's like silhouette or like
oh,
cyber
the
The hologram.
hologram.
hollow? Yeah,
It
the
was Prince
hologram.
with Justin
Yeah.
Timberlake. He did I Will Die For You.
That's
Oh,
right.
okay.
Yeah.
I remember
So-
that moment vividly.
Anyways, starting in 2002, it just became names. U2, Shania Twain, No
Yeah.
Doubt. Like there was no more theme. It was just all about the artist. So 2001 was the last year, the Kings of Rock and Pop, and then before that, it was just a bunch of cool. There was 1999 celebration of soul, salsa, and swing. That was the one with Stevie Wonder, Gloria Estefan, Big Bad Voodoo Daddies.
That was a great one. I love some Gloria Estefan.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
Like
I
you said,
wonder-
we had
Nations.
Blues Brothers and ZZ Top.
I was getting to that one.
Yeah.
But they had the Tapestry of Nations in 2000. Phil Collins, Christina Aguilera, Enrique
That one
Iglesias,
sucked.
Tony Braxton, in an 80-person choir. Unbreak my heart. 98. Tribute to Motown's 40th anniversary, including
That
Boyz
was
II Men,
phenomenal.
Boyz II Men, Smokey Robinson, Queen Latifah, Martha Reeves, and the Temptations.
That's top
then, yes,
5.
97. That the Blues Brothers Bash featuring
John
Dan
Goodman.
Aykroyd, John Goodman,
And that
James
kid.
Belushi, and the Godfather of Soul himself, James Brown, with the ZZ Top.
Yeah. Okay, here's one now. What's the one your worst one that you just didn't like?
Well, RJ already told us his. I have a feeling this one's going to be.
Yeah. I guess I don't know Bad Bunny.
I don't either, and I know he doesn't speak English, and I don't really want to listen to songs in a language I don't know.
My worst
I have
one
nothing
is
against
Black Eyed Peas.
Spanish music. I'm not against him or anything like that, but I'm probably not going to enjoy it because I don't know any of it.
Yeah.
None of the songs are going to be
High up there
recognizable.
for me, that the Black Eyed Peas one, only for this.
They're
That
so
performance, they
Usher and
really, they took a risk, and it was a cool risk, except for they missed the mark. That same risk that The Weeknd took and nailed, like with all the lights you were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
The Black Eyed Peas tried something similar with all that weird lighting and everything, and it just didn't work for them. It was just such an odd, bizarre performance, and
What
it just
saved them? What saved that performance was Slash.
Yeah.
that's why it's not
The
my
only
worst.
reason that, yeah, Slash saved that performance. It probably would have
Also,
been garbage.
I think you could, for me at least, you could tell that there was dissension amongst the group as
Yeah.
well at that time, and that on stage they were not a cohesive group like they were originally. Like there was something wrong with the members, and it showed. At least I can see
I
something.
Here's a little a trivia question for you related to halftime shows. There are two acts that have played the Super Bowl and the Grey Cup for Canadian Football League, which is our championship. They were two bands have performed in both of them. Want to take a guess?
Coldplay,
No.
NSYNC,
Nickelback.
and they haven't been on the Super
Nickelback
Bowl,
played
thank
the
God.
NFC Championship once halftime. That was a
I was joking.
yeah.
Lenny
They're a
Kravitz.
Canadian band.
Lenny Kravitz is one of them.
And Timberlake?
No, Black Eyed Peas. Black Eyed Peas and Lenny Kravitz.
Black Eyed Peas? Okay.
Yeah. So to me, that means you're kind of on the B list if you're playing the CFL's championship. I was really surprised they got invited to the Super Bowl after that.
I'm not. The Black Eyed Peas were super revolutionary, and to be honest with you, they changed the music industry. They are one of those groups that they moved the needle.
But they were kind of past their best before date when they finally got to play the Super Bowl.
See,
That's
my opinion.
irrelevant to
my opinion.
Yeah, that may be, but the fact is, like, when you look back at the annals of time and you look how music changes things, like you look at the Beatles, they're a groundbreaking group.
Yeah.
Not for talent, but for the fact that they changed the industry. They changed the sound. The Black Eyed Peas changed the sound of music in a way that we had not heard music like that in a way to that point. They were doing something fresh. It was hip. It was happening, and it was cool.
It was very
That
alive.
early
yeah,
work
boom,
of theirs
boom, pow.
It was very alive, that's for sure.
So
That's really it. And they're one of those groups like Nirvana. I don't necessarily love Nirvana. I respect what they did for the music industry and for how they opened the door for other acts. They're one of those groups.
Nirvana was a beneficiary of a really lucky, perfect thing in time. And it was what you have to get to be famous. Like, if you want to have a hit song, you have to have the right person hear it at the right time and them being in the right frame of mind. And it's a lot of intangibles.
Green River, let's be honest, Green River is the godfather of grunge, and Alice in Chains put out the first grunge album the year before Nirvana's Nevermind dropped. The reason we credit Nirvana with opening the door for the grunge scene is because Smells Like Teen Spirit kicked that door off its hinges out of the way.
The week before Smells Like Teen Spirit went to number one, I think it was Michael Jackson's Bad was probably the record out then. And it was number one. But the number one was based on orders, not actual sales. So other stores were ordering it. Record companies were just shipping this stuff. So it shipped number one. And the next week, the criteria changed to actual sales. And while Michael Jackson was number one, MTV debuted the Nirvana video on a special thing called Clip Trip or something like that, or new bands or breakouts.
Yeah.
And everyone started buying Nirvana. And it was it just like happened to be that week. And everyone's like, who's Nirvana?
Right.
These guys had a great video.
Right.
We got this video, and the record companies are going, who the fuck are they? And yeah, they got really, really lucky. And that's what you need to be famous. I'm not saying they're a bad band, because obviously they stand up and they're legends. But it was a perfect storm. Oh yeah. Cheap witch.
They're just not my favorite out of Seattle. I mean, personally, my favorite out of Seattle is Candlebox.
Oh.
Soundgarden or Screaming Trees for me.
I mean, Chris Cornell, huge fan. I mean,
R.I.P.
I'll be
R.I.P.
honest
buddy.
though, R.I.P. Higher
Yep.
Truths. You listen to that album and it's like, yeah, there's no question there.
Green River though,
But yeah, Kevin Martin.
Green River was the benchmark.
Yeah.
It still is,
Oh,
man. All of those guys even admit it.
oh yeah, and that's how grunge got its start. Was Green River? It was punk with those grunge undertones.
Well, there's a documentary on
Wasn't
the
it?
grunge sound.
It
I
was.
can't remember what it's called.
Yeah.
It's
It
on
was either Jeff or
Sub Pop
Stone
Records.
from from Pearl Jam that was in that
Sure.
band. I think one of Pearl Jam members, I think, was in that band.
Stone Gossard explains that grunge chord progression is basically a Black Sabbath chord progression in reverse. He plays them both in this movie, and he goes, "This is like Iron Man chord progression. Now, if we reverse the chords, this is what we're playing." And it's like, holy shit, it's fucking insane. It's just a different way, but yeah, that's why they all play the Gibson SG like Tony Iommi. They are all Black Sabbath fans, like Kim Thale.
Makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah. Who wanted to kick my ass one time?
I believe it was the bass player of the band that it was self-taught. He basically just picked up a bass and started playing with the band, and he didn't even know how to play.
Yeah. We played with Soundgarden in '89 at a Halloween party, or Halloween gig, and they opened for us when I was in Family Plot. And Chris
That's
Cornell,
awesome.
they were so. Oh, no, it was '87 because Madeline was our singer, and they were so new that Chris Cornell had to get really hammered to get on stage. He still had such stage fright.
That doesn't surprise me.
I performed we had 4 guys and a female singer, so on stage we dressed as 4 females and Madeline dressed as a guy. So I was wearing this really long dress and playing. And then while Soundgarden was playing, I got in a fight on the bar. And we were throwing chairs and shit like that. And my wife said she came in, she went out to smoke something and then came back in and she sees this giant guy in a dress hitting someone with a chair. She's like, "Oh, fuck, it's Everett."
Happy throwing hard during a Soundgarden show. That's awesome.
Yeah, because they were openers, so we had to. Like I went on stage after that.
How many times did you guys rock out with the Garden?
Just the one time. Matt Cameron, the drummer, who now plays for Pearl Jam, he really liked my playing that night. And then years later, when I was playing with Circus and Flames, right near the border, there was this tavern called the Roadhouse. We were playing there, and I'm going around table to table selling CDs, and this one girl comes up to me. She goes, "Yeah, my brother Matt said for me to come see this band, that you were the drummer." So I was like, "Who's that?" She goes, "Matt Cameron." I was like, "What the fuck?" He's like legend now. And she goes, "Yeah, he said he liked your drumming back years ago, and he wanted me to pick up a CD." So I autographed a CD for Matt Cameron.
That's awesome. I've actually autographed stuff for Ben Holstrom, the new guitarist for Josie Scott's Saliva.
Mm-hmm.
He's a personal friend of mine.
Josie Scott's Saliva?
Shout out, Ben. Yeah, Josie Scott's a cool guy.
Trying to get his wife to pick up the dog here. Yeah. Pippi in a fight. I forgot about that fighting. Oh my. I forgot about the bar fight.
Oh.
Ironically, the guy that I beat up eventually became my acid dealer. Oh, am I allowed to say that on YouTube?
We are now.
Oh, the stream's still going.
Breaking barriers.
I'm playing Donnie's role tonight.
Silent Bob.
These are cherries, but they look like little balls.
Taking
Like,
that pitch all the way. Oh, look at that. Put them in your mouth and suck them. Suck on my salty chocolate balls.
Okay, chef.
lay it down by the fire.
Sexy.
Gonna make love to you, woman.
He wrote Sticky Britches. Alanis Morissette had a hit called Sticky Britches, and she goes, Chef, because I wrote that song first. That was a South Park.
Oh, I love South Park. They
South
kill
Park.
it.
Shit.
They should do
They
a soup.
kill it
They should
every
get
time.
They should get Timmy's band or Faith Plus One to do a halftime
Faith
show.
plus one. That'd be awesome.
Oh Jesus!
Oh, man.
I love you. I want you all over my face.
Well,
When
maybe they could
Cartman-
book Faith plus one on that other halftime show they're doing on that other network because,
the Puppy
I mean,
Bowl?
Kid Rock maybe has one song he could play.
I love Puppy Bowl.
So they could. No, the one that the other people are
Yeah.
doing. So Faith plus one could fit that bill with I don't even know
Or
who else
Finger
is on
Bang.
that ticket.
Gonna
Finger
finger bang you,
bang,
baby,
that's great,
into
yes.
my life. What was Timmy's band called? I can't remember.
I don't remember. But that Faith Plus One episode, the part where they're in the record studio, like office, and
Yeah.
the guy's talking to him about like, you really love Jesus, whatever, and he's like, yes, we're doing this, blah 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 blah, and if I'm lying, may God strike me down right now, and like
And everyone
Butters
moves
is like,
back.
Butters is like leaning away from him.
Yeah. They
Oh,
all take a
yeah.
step away.
And then the best part though is Butter states the most obvious after he finds out that they went double myrrh, and that wasn't the bet. He's
Yeah.
like, "Oh man, we didn't go platinum." He's like, "No, you went myrrh. You went double myrrh, which is basically their version of platinum, but that wasn't the bet."
Come on,
So
man.
he's
You're
all
messing
like-
with me.
He's all like, "Fuck Jesus."
Oh my goodness, who did you move
Jesus.
to?
And Butters goes, "Well, that couldn't be good for record sales." It was the line of the episode. Actually, probably the line of the season. Like, it was so perfectly placed. It's like, file that under, you think? And it was just like, to throw it in there, it was just genius. And it was perfect for a laugh.
Cherry poppin' daddy over here.
That's you. Want the tickle?
I got pickle tickle.
Hey, why get up?
Popping cherries.
Yeah.
Good thing she said
Aaron?
puppy,
Popping.
because I was confused.
Popping cherries.
Uh-oh.
Not puppy.
You're too old for that shit, bro.
Me?
No. Maestro.
I've popped a
We're
couple.
talking about
They
cherry
just cry.
gummies.
They just cry.
They're gummy cherries.
Oh, there's Johnny.
I made it all awkward for you.
You did. You made it very awkward.
This is funny.
I'll just go back to
Super
popping
Bowl.
my ball-looking cherries.
And on another note, who else caught
So
the
back
news
to those
today that...
halftime performances.
No, actually, we got to take a moment. Anybody else catch the
Really?
news today about Three Doors Down?
No.
Yeah.
No.
What happened?
Well, I know that Maestro, not your genre per se.
Nope.
The lead singer, Brad, lost his battle with cancer today, passed away.
That's sad.
So,
Fuck
That's
cancer.
sad.
Fuck
Yeah.
cancer.
Absolutely.
yeah.
Sorry to hear that, bro.
On a personal level, I wanted to share a little bit of a story because it just speaks to Brad's character. Uh, I've met him on a few occasions. The first time I ever met him was back in 2002. I was still working down at the River Center Roy Wilkins XL Energy Center complex, and it was when they first dropped their album with Loser and Kryptonite, and they were the headlining act in the Wilkins, which was the smaller venue. And Brad actually went out of his way to speak to people that most anyone else wouldn't. And I was just an auxiliary employee of the building, working for the concessions company. Brad actually took time to talk to me as just a regular person. And as small world as it is, they actually also are the reason that Strange Days back in the early 2000s had the success that they did. So
I want to get 45. Hang on.
yeah, you knew that was coming.
That was Donnie's assignment.
Boom. Yes. Brad was instrumental in finding Strange Days and helping them through their career in the early 2000s. Actually, I think did some work with them along the way, and was considering doing a duet on the latest album, 25, and it didn't come to pass because he got sick. So he was instrumental in Strange Days history as well. So rest in peace, Brad. Sending positivity to the Three Doors family and to the Strange Days family.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck cancer.
Back to the show.
Fuck
cancer.
Sad.
Yeah. Sorry to hear that, man.
Thank you.
On a lighter note,
Yeah.
1994, we had a country Sunday, Rockin' Country Sunday, featuring Clint Black, Tanya Tucker, Travis Tritt, Winona, and Naomi Judd.
That's when they were still
included
talking to each
Flashlight
other.
Stunt. I remember that one.
I
It
do
was
too.
94.
Was it Travis
Yeah.
Tritt you said, or Clint Black?
I was 8. Both. Clint Black and Travis Tritt.
Wasn't that at the end of the Cowboys run in the Super Bowl?
94. That
You
sounds
mean
about
it was
right.
during the years the Buffalo Bills choked? I don't call it the Cowboys run. It's the Buffalo Bills choking era.
Think
That
about
one
it.
was in
Thanks,
Atlanta. It was in Atlanta.
thanks to the Vikings
Georgia
trading, what was it, 6 first-round picks and like 2 players for Herschel Walker.
Lucky. No.
And Herschel Walker's most memorable moment was beating the Packers when he ran down the field with one shoe on because he lost his shoe.
Plus, he
And then at
performed
the
with
end
the
of that
ballet.
season, yeah. Well, at the end of that season, he was a free agent and he re-signed with Dallas. So Minnesota traded the whole farm for Herschel Walker and
Quid Hughes.
gave up, yeah, everything. And they at least got to beat the Packers, so there's that.
So, 96, Diana Ross celebrating 30 years of Super Bowl with special effects, pyrotechnics, and stadium card stunt. Finale featuring Diana Ross being taken from the stadium in a helicopter. Who remembers that?
I don't remember a lot of
Besides
these
Sadly.
ones.
Donnie, besides that old wanker, because he just watched them all today.
Yeah.
95 sucked. I think that was the worst
Indiana Jones and the
That's
Temple
fucking
of the
sucked.
Forbidden Eye.
one.
What the
Fucking, I wasted 15 minutes of my life.
Tony Bennett, Patti LaBelle, Arturo Sandoval, the Miami Sound Machine, and stunts including fire and skydivers.
Miami Sound Machine is what saved it.
Yeah.
Like you had the whole big thing, and then at the end, come on everybody, like Rocky
Yeah,
Body.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because that song,
Sorry.
that
Excuse me.
song could save near anything.
I
Not
remember
anybody from
that
drowning, but
being the end. Like 93 was the Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
yeah, that was fire.
Heal the World featuring Michael Jackson and 3,500 local children.
How can that go wrong?
Come on. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Exactly.
didn't age well.
Like,
Included
Diddy's
an audience
Diddy's
card
I do it, and
stunt.
fucking people put me in jail.
He builds a whole fucking theme park and nobody. Oh man. And then they saluted the Winter Olympics in '92.
That was dumb too.
Winter Magic with Gloria Estefan, Dorothy Hamill.
Good Lord.
Small World salute in 1991.
Small world after
With New Kids on the Block.
Featuring New Kids on the Block.
I don't remember
And then
these
they
ones.
have 1990 Salute to New Orleans and a 40th anniversary of the Peanuts characters. What did they
That's
have?
good.
Like the Charlie Brown and Snoopy
Yep.
Balloon come floating in?
That's badass.
Yup.
The Vince Guaraldi music.
You know, fun fact.
1989.
The Peanuts comic actually outlived Charles Schultz by a few days. True fact.
Interesting.
Because it was in syndication. His last printed comic came out a few days after he passed. Charles Schultz came from St. Paul. He was born in St. Paul. I spent a lot of time in St. Paul because I live in the Twin Cities area now. After he passed, there was a year we did Snoopy statues, then there was a year we did Charlie Brown statues, and then there was a year we did Lucy statues. There's many of them still
Well, now
around.
you have to do one for Peppermint Patty because she's a lesbian, and they're politically in vogue right now.
So
There goes all the lesbians. Any lesbians that watch the show?
Come on,
They're not watching it anymore.
her best friend Marcy called her Sir all the time.
if they were watching,
Yeah.
they stopped watching long before that. So
Uh-oh, Uncle Sydney's
1989.
taking over my mind.
Bebop Bamboozled featuring 3D effects.
That shit was stupid too.
Well, see, what's funny is like now you don't really have names headlining anything before like the 90s.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
1988, Something Grand featuring 88 grand pianos, the Rockettes, and Chubby Checker.
He was the first musician, I think, or musician, whatever the fuck word that is, singer. So I think he was the first singer
Artist.
that could do a halftime show. So I think all the rest are bands.
Well, before that, a salute, 1987, salute to 100th anniversary of Hollywood. And then
Well, here's a
1986, my birth year, Beat of the Future.
Correlation thought. Look at the years of these to the years of service of the commissioners of the league and see if there's any correlation to how these line up.
That was
That could be a
Tagliabue.
thing.
Was that Pete
Yeah.
Rozelle back then? And then Tagliabue,
It would have been Roselle, then Tagliabue, and now we're with Goodell.
who just,
And it's no mistake that the league makes over $11 billion a year now,
Yeah.
way up from the $9 billion it used to be. So
And the
So
players get paid.
Goodell
by
has
now.
been doing it since 2006.
what was the year
And-
that it went from themes to just artist names?
Sounds like around 98 or something.
2002. 2002. The Kings of Rock and Pop 2001 with Aerosmith and Sync. Oh, that was the last themed one. And in 2001, it was the end of the Tagliabue era. He finished in 2006. 89 to 2006.
No, come. Rocky out.
I don't think
So
halftime was such a big deal when Roselle was there. It was like all about the
But
game.
89 was that 3D effects, and then after that, 90 the Peanuts, and then they all started having artists. They were themed, but they named the artist starting with him. That Bebop Bamboozled 3D effects was his first one, and then all the rest of them after that have names of artists with it. So Roselle from 60 to 89, he
what was that? What was that? Oh, okay. I'll let him know. Vegas just called in. Maestro, I
yeah.
heard something about concrete shoes. Something about around the 20-minute mark was the over under that you may or may not have mentioned the fact that your kids were away for the weekend. And the bonus over under was the fact that you may or may not have mentioned the fact that they were there at all, or they were gone for the weekend at all. And neither of those have happened. Vegas is not happy, and I heard something about concrete shoes. That does not sound pleasant.
Ooh, broken kneecaps, buddy, all
Yeah,
around.
see, here's the thing. I was pretty focused on getting these performances. I was all excited about talking about the music and the sport and all these
Yeah,
horrible
so is Peppy. That's why he needs Blue Chew.
attempts. Let's see.
Am I supposed to beg for a
Where were
boner?
we?
Oh, I have a big announcement to make, too. A big announcement.
Yeah. What's the announcement, Peppy?
1 minute, 16 seconds. Ice button challenge today.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
Go Canada!
And on that note, should we end early tonight? I'm just kidding.
No.
So, man, you just
I mean,
couldn't
it's
let it
almost
go,
over.
could you? You just couldn't let it go, could you?
I got Minnesota breathing
you
down my
weren't
neck.
Not
happy.
been good enough. Must not
Listen,
been
I'm
good
out of
enough.
gummy
'Cause
candies.
you're not in the
Okay?
Special Olympics. You didn't qualify.
He wasn't happy that I beat him with 47 seconds,
I
so
know.
he had to go.
Oh, fucking right, man.
He had to go.
I'm a battler. I'm not going to lose
Do
to
you even
Minnesota.
have a balloon knot left at this point? I mean, how are you even sitting on your asshole by this point?
Oh, man. Yeah,
Do
it's
you
not a
even
balloon
have
knot.
one left?
I sit down and it falls out. Oh, Meister said. Okay, well, we're rebranding the show now. Welcome to Tippy and the Poopers. And, I'm going to be on the gold medal podium. Vibe Engineer is going to be
hours.
on the silver. And Wayne Curry, I guess you get the bronze by default. I thought I
No, he gets the participation ribbon.
I thought I debuted Ice Spitting Challenge on this podcast. Shit. Uncle Sydney told me to say that.
Wanker just gets a participation ribbon because that's what everybody gets.
I'm hanging out.
Even though he doesn't play, he just gets a participation ribbon.
My good
I
friend
was still
Sydney is
there.
talking into my ear right now. Lucy in the sky with diamonds.
So, just a real quick announcement. Anybody that may or may not be watching in Minnesota or catches the rerun of this, the 21st of February, Owatonna, Reggie's, Strange Days, benefit show for one of the original Daisies, silent auction, other things. Danielle Ramsey, one of our OGs, fan since the beginning. She is unfortunately legally blind now, has to have multiple surgeries. She no longer can work and needs to find a way to support herself, and we are going to do what we can do to help her out. So there's going to be some things and a benefit. Anybody out there that may be willing to help out, we'll throw a link in the bio and or the description. Do what we can do.
And don't forget, meet him at the YMCA.
I almost.
Yep, just come on in.
That's
Dimples wants to eat at the YMCA.
That's what he
Back
says.
door's open. We can
Rear
figure out
entry
the
only. So
Yeah.
why don't
With
we
that-
why don't we have a little shout out to the people that help everyone? Every week we try to acknowledge the people that run crisis lines, simply because they do it and never get acknowledged. When they do a great job, you never hear about it. So, unsung heroes. If you're not, if you're spiraling and you don't have someone to talk to, your friend's not picking up the phone, or you just, just can't even think straight enough to. I'm really fucked up here. Sorry. You can't think straight enough to pound in some numbers. Just hit the crisis line. Put the first contact in your phone and, talk to someone. They'll keep you on the line, annoy you, and, annoying you gets your adrenaline flowing, your blood pumping, and you get off the edge of the bridge. You go, fuck, I'm going to go deal with this person. And you're walking off and you go, hey, shit, man, I'm alive. And this is great.
Oh, yeah? Prove you're wrong. I'm not going to jump just to be an ass.
Yeah, that's probably the most fucked up public service
Good.
announcement ever been.
Good.
Anyway, shout out to Crisis
It
Lines.
works.
No shame in using them, everyone. They're
Nope.
they're
What
free.
they're there
and
for.
they always answer, and you're not alone.
Yep.
Don't be ashamed.
Nope.
I use them. I got some great stories about them.
With that, we bid you good night.
Wait, I forgot to say goodnight to Sue.
Oh, damn, Sue, you got your shout out.
Ding, 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 ding. Vegas called.
Oh, damn, she just gave you a milkshake, Donnie. She's shaking the girls.
Vegas just gave me a jackpot.
I want a honey pot.
I put 2-1 on that. I'm a winner, chicken dinner, baby.
So how
Good
did the
night,
over-unders work out
everybody.
today?
I don't know, but we're going to
I'm
say
rich.
goodbye real quick.
Night.
Post talk.
Love from Canada.